Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today I'm going to be working with the 6x6 collection and we're going to make a really pretty birthday card. We're going to create a stand to put it on, and the stand and the card will fit inside the box, and we're going to use the shell trellis as a stencil. So the first thing we're going to do is create the box. Now please be aware that because of the size of this die it won't fit through the smaller machines, and I've got the Gemini Junior here, but there's nothing to stop you from buying this set and then tracing around the outside of the die and then cutting it out with your scissors. Now once you've hand cut your piece, just place your die back on the card and make little marks where the score lines would be. And then using your scoreboard you can just mark that sheet so that you know exactly where you're going to crease and fold it. So you're going to cut along the little tabs as well, just so that you can fold those in, and then remove the pencil lines before you create the box. And you're going to need 2 of these to make your box, but this is only if you don't have a machine that will take the larger die. All the other elements to the dies, to the box, will go through the machine. So let's just assume that you have the machine that will take the bigger dies, and you're going to cut 2 pieces of the box die. So we can pop these on one side and we'll take the card element from the die set. Now I like to keep my folds at the top, so I've folded my A4 piece of card in half and I'm going to place the non-cutting edge over the fold and run that through my machine, and that will give me the card base that I need. Now from the next die down I'm going to cut some blue card. So there's the next layer for my card. And then from the next one down, which is the scalloped one, I'm going to cut another layer in white. Now with the inner die to the trellis work and a piece of copier paper, I'm just going to make myself a stencil. So I'm going to pop that down into my Gemini, cover it with the paper and run it through the machine. Now it's with the 2 box pieces and the scalloped mat and the stencil that we're going to do some inking. Have a double stenciled background just by changing the shell pattern to a different direction and using 2 different colours of ink. So that is this creation, which is Blueprint Sketch and Wilted Violet, and this one is Blueprint Sketch and Cracked Pistachio. Both very pretty effects for your cards. Now I'm going to repeat this process on the box, but I'm not going to be as precise on the box. I'm just going to add it in little areas just to give it a nice effect. elements ready for my card and my box, I'm going to go ahead and make it. So I've chosen some blue flowers, some purpley lilac flowers and some white ones, and I have some white ribbon. So let's get busy and make this card and box to send. So let's start with the box. We're going to take off all the top portion of one piece and then the bottom flaps of the same piece. And now we can start to fold everything in with our bone folder to crease it nice and sharply. So we've got the front and the back. So let's just add some ribbon to the front piece. So we'll add a bow and some ribbon across the front, and I'm just going to glue these in at an angle on the card. Now if you trim those off, those pieces now won't be seen once you start to assemble the box. So again, this is our front piece. Lay it down and add your glue along this piece, this flap. And then you're going to make sure that it's level at the bottom and add it in place, and then make sure that it's level along this outside edge. So once you've done that, you're going to glue along here and fold this piece over to meet that flap. And again, make sure that it's level along the bottom and the sides. And there you have your box with all the folded in ends on the back. So make sure that you do the same with this. This is the back. Fold down the little side tabs, fold in the back piece, add your glue and fold the top piece across. And that way your box will be nice and neat once it's completed. And then when you're ready to use it, you fold in the top two flaps and push in the top one, and that will close your box. Now with the card, we're going to add this to the blue layer so that it's nice and neat, and the sentiment is going to sit along there. So I need the ribbon to sit just below it along there. So we'll glue that into place before we add this to the base. So I'm adding this piece to my card with some foam tape, and then I'm going to glue my sentiment in place. So we'll have that along there. I'm going to glue the sentiment in place along there, and then whatever flowers I add to my box, I'm also going to add to my card. So let's just have a dry run and see which flowers we like and where we like them. from the 6x6 collection that I've used to create this card. And I'm sure that anybody would be delighted to receive this card in its own box, complete with its stand. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.